Good morning. I am a stressed out mom, and instead of pretending like these days never happen for me, I'm gonna vlog it. So if you are in a similar season or having a similar day, you can know you're not alone. This is the state of my dining room / makeshift kitchen right now. This is the state of my kitchen right now. This is one of the sources of my stress. I can't find the right paint color for my cabinets. All of those are atrocious to me. This is the state of my garage because the kids wanted to have a garage sale this weekend. I'm very tempted to just hand them all 50 bucks and say, let's load this up and take it to Goodwill. We're at the end of the school year, and it feels like for everything that I cross off the list, for everything on the calendar that gets a check next to it, 2 more things pop up in its place. It's like that Greek myth. Isn't there like a Greek monster where when you chop off its head, 2 more pop up? Is that Medusa? No, Medusa's the one where she turns to stone, right? What is the name of the Greek monster where if you cut off its head, 2 more come back in its place? Do you know? The Hydra? He knew it. Okay, got everybody off to school except for Ruthie because she's at home sick. She got into the car yesterday with like a headache and sinusy stuff and a cough, so she is staying home from school today. So that's one thing to add like to the heap of stuff going on is sick kid. And I mean, it's not serious, and she's older now, so it's not like she needs her mommy hovering over her and caring for her, but still it's another thing where I'm like, wow, okay, this is another thing. But I just walked into CVS to get some more Sudafed because Sudafed with like Tylenol is the only thing that helps with my sinus headaches, which are pretty bad right now because we are in peak allergy season. It is 9:37. The pharmacy at CVS is not open. It is a Thursday morning, just like 9:40 on a regular non-holiday Thursday. And it's not like this is a grocery store that has a pharmacy in it or like a mom and pop pharmacy where maybe they had something come up and had to close it. This is a pharmacy, like CVS, a national pharmacy. This is their whole thing. And they don't open till 10 a.m. every day. I know I sound like a total Karen, and it's fine. I can come back by another time. I'm gonna be out running errands. I can run into another pharmacy afterwards, but like, it just seems weird to me. They're not open, and they're not open late either. Like it's not because, oh, this is a day when we stay open late at night, so we open later in the morning. No, they just don't open till 10 a.m. every morning. Okay, I was able to get some at Walmart. And in case you're unaware, because you're just not a Sudafed taker, it is not a prescription medication. You don't need a prescription for it, but you still have to go up to the counter and ask the pharmacist for it. They keep it behind the counter. They swipe your ID when you buy it. They just want to make sure you're not buying too much in a short amount of time. They want to know you're not cooking any meth with it or something. Okay, I just left the paint store, and it is right across the street from a Panera. So since I have a Sip Club membership, I stopped in and grabbed a DDP, Diet Dr. Pepper. And here is my Diet Dr. Pepper hack for my Panera. Because we love the Sip Club thing. My husband and I both have a membership, and we definitely get our money's worth out of it. But the fountain at Panera is inferior to the fountain at McDonald's. And if you know, you know. If you are a consumer of carbonated beverages from the fountain, you just know that McDonald's, for whatever reason, it's superior to everybody else. They're super crispy, and they're just the best. And for some reason, I have noticed that the Panera Diet Dr. Peppers, they just taste like they don't have the right combination of like carbonated water and syrup. They taste like a little bit bland. So what I do is put just a smidge of regular Dr. Pepper, like just you know what I'm talking about? Like maybe 1 or 2 ounces, and then I fill it the rest of the way up with Diet Dr. Pepper. And I'm actually not a Dr. Pepper fan, like a regular Dr. Pepper. You won't see me usually drinking regular Dr. Pepper. I don't know why. I've never cared for it. If I'm drinking like full sugar soda, it's going to be Coca-Cola, like regular Coca-Cola. I really like Diet Dr. Pepper, even though I don't love regular Dr. Pepper. Is that weird? But anyway, putting just that smidge of regular Dr. Pepper into the Diet Dr. Pepper at Panera kind of helps elevate it a little bit. Still not quite as crispy as a McDonald's fountain Diet Dr. Pepper, but it's like 90%. You know, like I'd give it an A-. In talking with my contractor about the paint issue, and by the way, if you are in the Tulsa area, I'm using Fresh Start, and Nate is the owner, and he's been fantastic. So if you happen to be watching this somewhere in the Tulsa area and you're looking to do a renovation, can highly recommend Fresh Start. I have loved loved working with them. But anyway, he recommended going to a place that has Benjamin Moore samples because he says he's been doing several green kitchens lately, like green kitchen cabinets. I thought I was being unique, but it's like on trend to have green kitchen cabinets. And he said when he does those greens, typically they're coming from Benjamin Moore. For whatever reason, they seem to have the greens that people are wanting in their kitchen cabinets. So I picked up 3 samples at Spectrum Paint on Memorial in Tulsa if you're in the area. And I was delighted to see they had little half pints, and they were only like $5 for each sample as opposed to the $11 per sample I was paying at Sherwin-Williams because they only sell the samples in quarts. So I'm gonna take those home and get them on the cabinets ASAP because the paint is kind of a high priority right now. They can't really move forward very much more without knowing the paint. I know I should have like done this ahead of time, but I just got behind the 8 ball, I guess. So this one is the one I had found online that's pretty popular. It's called Balsam, and that's actually one that my contractor mentioned too, mentioned that specific color. And then this one is just a little bit darker, and this one is just a little bit lighter, but I feel like that Balsam is like exactly what I'm going for. It's not like a color. It's hard to tell on the camera. You know, it's never going to give you like a perfect representation, but I think that's what I want. I have been sitting at my computer for the last hour or so catching up on some YouTube work, and I'm just out getting a few steps, getting some sunshine and some fresh air before I have to sit back down. I've got a video going up on my primary channel, Maycember Mom. Actually, it just went up, and I like to sit down and watch new videos when they post, like all the way through one more time, just to make sure everything's good, everything's functioning right, all that. Work has definitely contributed to my stress. I mean, everybody has work stress, right? Even if you are not in a paying gig, if you are a stay-at-home mom and you are working in the home, there's stress involved with that. But I actually just put that video up here on this channel about sponsorships and about all of the work that goes into them. And my stress, I think with my work, was primarily coming from a little bit of worry over a particular sponsorship which was coming up. And I just decided today to let that one go. And there's nothing wrong with the company. It wasn't a problem with them. It was that I didn't feel like I've had adequate time enough to familiarize myself with the service that they offer and with their company. And I didn't feel like I could deliver like a genuine, authentic integration because I just haven't had enough experience with them. And essentially that means that I'm taking a pay cut this month. You know, I mean, I'm walking away from a paycheck. And when you have a family, even if you're just supporting yourself, you know, it can be hard to walk away from a job. But maybe the company will circle back to me another time when I have a little bit more time and bandwidth to get to know their service better, because I do think it's a good company. I do think it could be useful to me, useful to my viewers, but I do feel a little bit better kind of having that one off the plate, especially since I'm so short on time in this month, I feel like. And for the record, videos on this channel don't really stress me out. Vlogs are way easier than the other content that I produce. The content on Maycember Mom takes a lot of planning, and it takes a lot of time to film and a lot of time to edit and work on all of the different things that go on in the back end. And videos on here are just, you know, a little bit more off the cuff. Don't take very long to edit. Just turn on the camera and talk with you guys and take you through my day. My work day at home got cut a little bit short today because I needed to go get McKenna and Brick early from school and take McKenna over to the orthodontist. She had like a little problem with her braces that needed to be addressed. And then we came on home. I had like a surprise like hour that I didn't think I was gonna have, so I took a nap, okay? I took a nap. And then I sat back down at my computer to work on the edit for my next video on my primary channel. The one today got posted, everything looks good, it's doing pretty well. But I wanted to share this with you guys, and I haven't had a chance to. So before we head out to the baseball game tonight, to the baseball park, I thought I would do that. I have really tried the last few years to just change my mindset and my heart posture when it comes to stressful times. And I know that for me, that starts with prayer and scripture and with looking to the Lord, like turning to the Lord and trying to kind of recenter and refocus my attention there. So this morning, when I was like feeling overwhelmed, feeling the weight I sat down and I opened up my Bible. I've been reading in Acts, but I opened up my Bible to the Psalms because the Psalms are where we can pray out all different kinds of emotions. I mean, they're songs, right? And songs tell a lot of emotional stories about heartbreak, about grief. They're joyful, they're happy, they're sad, they're all different kinds of things. And there is something in the Psalms for almost, I'm convinced, for everything that we feel, that we can then pray over to God, that we can pray to God and release to Him, because He is a just and faithful God who can handle anything we give Him. So I opened up my Bible and it opened to Psalm 119, and that was kind of one that I was working through. 119 is very long, if you're not familiar. And the part of 119 that I read, it was just like 10 verses, and this was one of the verses. Turn my eyes from looking at worthless things and give me life in your ways. I had to write it down, and I kept this next to me all day long because I was like, ugh. Hello. Like, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what color my kitchen cabinets are. And even though we should do things with excellence and I should care about the quality of my work, at the end of the day, the King is on His throne. God is good. The Lord still sees me, and the renewal, life, feeling content and full, it's walking the way that He wants me to walk and remembering who He is and who I am in Him. I was like, just like, beat me over the head with this. Like, turn my eyes from looking at worthless things and give me life in your ways. Yes! We made it. You guys, we made it. I just dropped the kids off for their last day of school. 2/3 of my kids have made it. My oldest daughter still has 2 more days because she has to go take finals, but they'll be pretty low key. But we're just about through this Maycember mayhem. Just about through it. If you're just getting started in it, just hang on. You can do it. You can do it. You can make it.